Kardashians take over and give a huge behind the scenes. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So girl, if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. Listen, I don't know what in the... Kim, stop taking pictures of yourself. Your sister's going to jail is going on here. But I'll tell you something. I'm loving every second of it. I am going to shock you guys, but I have to keep you up with the Kardashians and have a little recap of the Kardashians because I'm very surprised. But before we get into it, happy Friday. I hope you guys are really, really good. I hope you know how grateful and thankful I am for each and every one of you. I take none of you guys for granted. And I really just want to wish you a beautiful weekend ahead. And listen, if you're not in your best and things are just fucked up and messed up and all these things, I promise you it will get better, okay? Okay, you listen to me. You listen to me. Tsunami. Buddhism, Piper, no. I'm obsessed with White Lotus. What can I tell you, bitch? Listen, so the Kardashians. The reason I wanted to do this video is because I am in utter shock of the Kardashians. So one thing about the Kardashians is that, you know, they constantly get a lot of hate for being fake, right? And for not being authentic and real and this and that. Their life is not real or relatable. Like, you have to understand that, you know, all the backlash that they always get is like, it is sort of like, well, if 2 + 2 is 4 and 5 + 5 is 10, what the fuck is this? Do you know what I mean? Like, you do know that they are not capable of being relatable because their situation is not common, you know? So the Kardashians have always gotten so much backlash for not being real, for not being relatable, for setting, you know, unrealistic beauty standards, right? And this is like comments that I always get when I do a Kardashian video is people don't like them because they're not real. So let's talk about the real. When I first started watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians years ago, I mean, I was still, I think I was like in high school, middle school. I don't even remember what grade I was, but I mean, this came out a long time ago. I think this came out like 2007, right? Something like that. I don't remember. But anyways, they started off as, you know, like, rich-ish family, not like now, of course, you know, just like your typical upper rich, you know, Los Angeles family, whatever. And so, of course, as fame grew, as money grew, people fell in love with them in the beginning, right? Because they sort of could relate in a way, right? Family dynamics, dramas, you know, addiction, you know, falling out with siblings, divorce, you know, pregnancy, you know, people could relate. You know, they also they loved that, you know, they had curves, that they weren't the, you know, the skinny models that's all we saw on TV or on magazines. Now we saw some curves, we saw some booty. Like, it was really refreshing to see that, right? Then comes, of course, the fame. I think everything turned when Kanye West came into the picture. Kim Kardashian kind of elevated herself to a next, you know, version of her. And then, of course, the family, you know, joined. Kylie became a billionaire. Kendall became the biggest, you know, paid supermodel in the world. Their image, their money, their life elevated to a point where it just seems so grand. That's when people started kind of jumping off ship and saying they're just rubbing their financial, you know, money in our faces. They're not real anymore. They're acting all like robots, you know, this, that. Of course, I also started to, I jumped ship as well a couple seasons ago because I was just like, girl, do something, go with it. You know what I mean? Then we saw the Selena Gomez effect, which was Selena Gomez is an artist who is the 3rd most followed person in the world. She is the most followed female artist in the world. Her brand Rare Beauty is the 3rd most successful makeup brand in the world. And she has literally been this global success in all type forms, but yet she stays very relatable, right? So we saw how even though she's a billionaire, she's relatable in the sense of being open with her mental health, being open with her struggles, with her body dysmorphia, all these things. And then I think a lot of celebrities took along with that, let's be more relatable, let's be more raw. And I think Kim Kardashian is the first person to apply it, because since they did the move from E to Hulu, the show has changed. I feel like they have changed. They're trying to be more human, but their lives is so grand that instead of trying to be relatable, they should just embrace that this is who they are. And we should stop comparing, or we should stop saying that's not real and saying that's real for them. That's their actual real life. Do you know what I mean? So I think we're really entering a new era where the backlash is kind of getting more silent, because the more I talk about the Kardashians, I've been seeing less and less and less hate. There are some people who still cannot stand the Kardashians, which totally understand. But there are people who are appreciating them being a little more real. Do you know what I mean? And that's the thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, because I'm like, girl, watching the latest episode of the Kardashians when Kim and Khloe go to the Ambani wedding in India, where, they paid Justin Bieber $10 million to go perform. That's where all the financial issues with Justin Bieber started, that allegedly Hailey Bieber is spending all the money, and that, because he did sell out all his catalog for $200 million, allegedly it's going down, 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 down. And of course, Hailey Bieber is like, girl, what about the money? So now, allegedly, Hailey Bieber is the breadwinner of the fucking house. But that's just a rumor, bitch. So take it with a grain of salt. But listen, right? That's where all the financial rumors started, with the Ambani wedding. Girl, the Ambani wedding. Can we talk about the Ambani wedding, bitch? Oh, girl. If the Kardashians were impressed, imagine. So we're talking, I mean, Kardashians are rich. Ambani family is like rich.
The most expensive wedding of all time cost $600 million. Yes, $600 million. It was organized this year in India by Mukesh Ambani, the richest man in the country, for his son Anant Ambani. The invitations alone were worth $7,000 each, and even the groom's dog had its own entry ceremony. To host prestigious guests like Cristiano Ronaldo, the King of Bhutan, Bill Gates, and Mark Zuckerberg, Mukesh booked the most luxurious hotel in Gujarat and signed a $180 million catering contract. The celebrities in attendance were there to perform, with Rihanna earning $9 million for singing. The bride wore 3 different outfits, ranging from a Versace gown to a traditional Indian dress adorned with pearls and gold. Her mother donned a silk sari paired with a $30 million emerald necklace. For the second part of the wedding, scheduled for July, Mukesh even built a new temple as the main venue. Can you imagine organizing such a wedding for one of your children? It's simply unbelievable.
Listen, so I watched the latest episode of the Kardashians, and they go to India, Kim and Khloe, and they get invited to the Ambani wedding, and they're wearing, first of all, the most gorgeous gowns, with millions of dollars of diamonds. They are surrounded by security everywhere they go. They are a sensation. They are the Kardashians, whether you hate them or you love them. They are global superstars. I mean, the fact that they had literal army security just walking beside them, millions of people outside of their hotel room. I mean, they really are humongous. It's so crazy to see them. And they actually said it as well, they've never envisioned this life. One thing about the Kardashians that I actually am kind of admiring is that they're we know this life is weird. We know this is not normal. We never thought from Keeping Up with the Kardashians season 1 it was going to turn into this, right? I don't know what it is, girl, but I'm low-key not hating this past season. I really am not. And I have to say, congratulations to them, because I feel like they're doing the best job they can. Because at this point, there's no need in hiding how rich and how huge they are and how luxurious their lives are. They just need to embrace it. They need to make sure that we know that they know that we know that they're fucking rich, and then that's it. And that's it, and move on with your life, because if huge, luxurious, abundant, rich people pretend to be relatable, that's when the public is going to clock them and say, no, That's not you. Show who you are. But then they show who you are. They're like, oh, they're just rubbing their money in our faces. But I just feel like, no, they're not rubbing their money in our faces. They're just literally living their lives. And this is their reality, you know? Now, I do have to say, if it were me to have that much, abundance and connections and just to be able to be such huge worldwide icons, if you will, I would definitely do a lot more. I would showcase helping people. I would showcase different stories. I would, embrace having all this money and giving back and changing people's lives. Obviously, we don't know if they do that in private, but I would love for them to also show that side if they have that side. Because I know if it were me and I were blessed enough to have so much money, oh my God, I would literally be at every single grocery store buying people groceries and, just doing so much with the gifts that God has given me and the blessings that God has given me. And I do think that rich people really should, as much as, it's entertainment to show off your riches and to not be relatable and stuff. You also have to remember that there are people out here who are really going through it and really struggling. And if you are so blessed to have so much, I really do think that you should give back some more. And I think that's the one thing about the Kardashians that I don't connect a lot with is, obviously, I don't know if they do that in private, but I don't see it too much on TV. And I think it would be really refreshing to see them helping, because it's hard out here nowadays. And I think a lot of people really need that extra, that extra help. And if you have all the money in the world, and you're not helping, I just don't know what you're doing with your blessings. Oh, I'm in awe of it. I am in awe of it. Absolutely. And you know what I'll tell you? While some people are hating, I'm visualizing, honey. I am visualizing, okay? Because I'm like, girl, if they got there, we could get there too. We just need some beedity bobbity boop magic. We need some visualizations. We need some manifesting, some vision boards, and a lot of prayer. And I think we can make all of our dreams come true. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I love to hear from you all. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you on my next video. Beedity bobbity.